Ahoy there, I'm Tiny Pirate, and we should be live with some Factorio, and we are playing Space Exploration mod for Factorio. Bear with me, caller. I'm going to try and find my own channel. Make sure the microphone is on. It wasn't the other day. So I'm just going to find my own channel and share the link. So because it doesn't give me the link anywhere else other than just grabbing it like that. So I have no idea what I'm doing. So yes, we are we are going to mess around with a bunch of space science today. But first of all, I was asked by Bertha about the mods in use. So I want to whip through them very quickly. To-do gives you a to-do list. Containers, warehouses gives you the large containers and warehouses. It's recommended for space exploration, as is this one. It's a dependency. Dependency makes light a bit easier, makes night a bit easier. Dependency. Auto deconstruct just marks things for destruction that need to be, like mines basically. This colors trains based on what they're carrying. Bottleneck is the colored lights on things to tell you whether or not the factory is running well. Bullet trails, haven't seen that yet because I haven't really used guns, makes bullets. Equipment gantry, again, these are kind of recommended for the mod I'm using for space exploration. Even distribution allows you to easily split things amongst machines, really handy early on. Factorio library, that's just a dependency. Factory planner helps plan a factory. It's pretty handy. You can read about it yourself. Fill for me puts fuel and ammo into things automatically, which is very handy. This is a dependency. I think this is part of space exploration, or it's a dependency, or it comes in and I wouldn't live without it now. Logistic request manager. You'll see me messing around with this when I change gear, depending on what spacesuit I'm in, and I've got that working, so that's really handy. Allows you to change your whole logistics settings without having to remember everything. So you can be space settings, ground settings, put settings in boxes, that kind of stuff. Logistic train network, and this, which is a manager for it, and there's some other bits and bobs out there for it in this list. Just really handy train logistics system. You can watch some videos on it. I can talk a bit about it as well in the video. Module inserter allows you to easily say that a factory machines should have XYZ module, and just drag and drop it up. Rate calculator, I use this all the time to figure out what is the, if I've got this much coming in, how many wire machines or how many cog machines I need to not bottleneck. Recipe book, I've used that a little bit later to figure out what on earth I'm supposed to do with some of the space science things and what I do with it when it's destroyed. It usually pops up about the left hand side there. Robot attrition, it's part of recommended for space exploration. So shield projector, solar calculator, space exploration itself, all the graphics, all of that. Squeak through allows you to move around buildings and pipes without getting stuck. I couldn't live without it. Text plates I haven't used really because the letters aren't big enough. I want really big ones that I can just about see from space, and they don't go big enough. Train trails, these cool color trails. Vehicle snap means vehicles drive in straight lines. And water fill allows me to fill with water. Fill and make water, which is pretty handy. Hello, Relat. Yay. It is on. So, since last time, I've done a bunch of stuff, but I got really stuck and confused for a while. And there was a lot of me scratching my head and scribbling on bits of paper, and it would have been really tedious. So I will describe the process to make the first of the, I think it's Astronomic Sciences. Astronomic Science, I got it wrong. So Astronomic Science requires super cold fluid, and if I work backwards, it's actually much easier. And it requires insight, catalogs, and data. And it spits out a ruined base. Yeah, we're 12 hours away from something hitting this platform. Let's hope I build something in time. It spits out these junk data cards, gives you science and some warm fluids. This machine is kind of annoying. It eats insight and spits out a simulation, which is what we want for science, as well as just a blank data card. It recycles the data cards, basically. The problem with that is you also need insight in here. So you've kind of got to feed this machine without draining all of your science stuff out of the machine you're making with. So that's kind of a slightly annoying loop, because you've got to feed it, as you'll see, like 36. So quite a lot of insight. And this needs a reasonable amount of, well, a couple of insight as well on top of that. So this little factory's supercomputer is a bit annoying. Again, you get the exact same thing here. This machine produces the catalogs, and the catalogs go into machines that make insight, but at the same time you need both catalogs and insight down here. So this is not exactly the cleanest way to, I don't know, split the outputs here to make all the inputs happy, but it does the job. It'll do. These insight making machines, that's the first of these weird bluey science bits, come out of cards. And basically, these 3 rows here produce astronomy research of UV, infrared, visible research. And they produce it using data they produce it using data that comes off these telescopes. And they also use a data card. So they take the data, write it onto a data card, and then chuck it into these insight machines. Now, this one's a bit special. It takes one of each of the other 3 and then spits out a 4th. Yeah. So multispectral. So yet again, another one of the machines that takes previous inputs, spits out its own input, but you still need the previous inputs in the next step of the machines, because these all need all 4 inputs. So as you can see, that's like the 3rd time we have a loop where we need to keep some of what we need to use some of what we also want to keep, which is a bit unusual. It doesn't happen very often in Factorio that you have these kind of loops. And further up here, the telescopes. The telescopes use these blank observation frames from this factory and a bit of coolant to produce observations. And those observations spit out like this. As you can see, the blank frames have stuff on them. So that's the loop. In addition to all of that, you need a lot of fluid. And we'll talk about the fluids later. So you need super cold and cold liquids. Super cold and very cold, yeah. Super cold and very cold, we'll say. And they end up mostly super cold. And they eventually come out as warm, and you need to pipe that back into the system to be recooled. Down here is a little bit of a special one. So I've got a bit of a setup here, which is just writing data to disks, because that's what we need for the tier 4 modules. The tier 4 modules are made out of all the tier 3 ones plus vulcanite and machine learning data. And that's produced here. So on the surface, I have a little addition to the mall where all the production modules are made with these spitting out tier 4s. So where possible, we're trying to use tier 4s, and I've set the whole planet to basically upgrade to tier 4s. Yeah, so that's all of that. It took me ages to build it because I kept rebuilding it and trying to do it cute ways, but in the end, I've just decided on a main bus. So we have a liquids bus here, a items bus here, and the other thing is that the data cards get recycled. So sometimes they come back clean, like those ones, as you can see. Sometimes they come back broken or junk or scrap. So all the way up here we have a machine which takes junk data card, it cleans it most of the time, sometimes breaks it. And all the broken stuff comes all the way up here through to this. So now what we're doing is in space we're pulverizing all our scrap, because as I realized, you actually get a little bit of ore out, and in the case of stone, I pulverize it into sand, and I've got to use these special space furnaces. I can't use normal ones. So the sand gets turned into glass, and then it sits in this box. Likewise, copper and iron. So it's quite an efficient way of reusing a lot of stuff. So I think, yeah, that makes life a little easier. Now, this part's a little bit funky, and I kind of hate it. It's a bit jammed up, and it doesn't allow me to expand, which I should have known, because I've built these to allow me to expand horizontally as much as I need to, with a bus that comes off it. Even so, I will probably still build a whole other bus somewhere over here. Or if I'm feeling really brave / dumb, maybe I'll put it down through here, but that might be a lot of work. I've been told not to refactor Factorio Space Science too much in the space exploration phase, because you're just going to have to redo it later on with new recipes. I might even almost be at that point with this telescope. So this thing, these machines take rough data substrate, which we make on the surface now. I built a whole thing for it, which I'll show you, and a bit of cosmic water. So change the recipe, and they spit out polished data, some scrap, and some dirty cosmic water, contaminated. And we give that and some stuff here, and this machine spits out the data cards. This one, a little bit similar, just basically raw resources to spit out the frames. Now these sludge machines are kind of funny because what we actually have, or these machines here are taking cosmic water and spitting out contaminated sludge or contaminated cosmic water. We then run that through a decontamination machine, and that spits out clean cosmic water, scrap, and oh no, here there's two parts. So yeah, this one cleans the dirty water, produces scrap, clean water, and clean cosmic water and cosmic contaminated biosludge. The biosludge comes into these tanks and apparently is useful, and it very slowly accumulates. This machine takes the scrap because it's actually contaminated, adds cosmic water, and then spits out some scrap, some dirty water again, and some more other dirty water. So it's a whole thing. It's this whole weird loop, and I just built that, tried to be independent, and just it does its thing. Likewise here we have a machine up here and machines here that produce cosmic water, so I spaced all of these out basically. This one just produces the thermofluid, so the cooling fluid. It's perennially, it's actually not short. It's pretty impressive. It produces just room temperature thermal fluid, and then this massive row of coolers cool it down, and it does it really slowly and punches it into this machine. So this is the kind of cool thermofluid at 10 degrees Celsius. These then do a whole other job and spit it out at minus 100. They spit out some at very cold and some at warm. But actually I need to get more of those, and I don't know where they are, so we need to make more because these are not doing a fast enough job. Yeah, so it's a whole thing. Cosmic water, separate batteries of that up here. Not cosmic water, but whatever that is, goop, chemical gel. And up here, a whole different kettle of fish. We have multispectral mirrors, and we're just spitting out thousands of these, slowly spitting out thousands of these flat solar panels. And I actually have cannons. The four cannons on the surface that you would have seen in the other episodes are all firing into these chests, each individual one of them. And they're told to only fire if there's less than 1,000, because I've hooked these up to their contents up to this, and when I punch it into the telescope, I'll show you what it looks like on the surface. The signal, so the volumes for each of these containers comes through, and then I just hook it up to the inserters to stop the inserters working. So that's working quite well. Science is ticking very, very slowly here. I think I'd built this last time, so 2 landing pads taking cargo and fuel so that they can just instantly build another rocket. And I have a little bit of logic here as well. So I have I always have a capsule in here, but this inserter only operates once. Actually, I should put that stack size to 1. So this inserter only operates if there's less than 1 capsule in here, and it knows there's a capsule in here. This machine sends out a signal saying capsule 1. And as you can see, we're slowly filling all those data cards and solar panels. There's some other, what is this? Oh, this is just doing the request to load that up. I'll just tick the buffer chests, why not? And here I started experimenting with trying to bring in rockets full of stuff, because I just couldn't keep up. We just can't keep up with the requirements of this machine. It was really struggling. And even now, the drones just can't move stuff around fast enough. As you can see, there is stuff in the system, but the drones are struggling, which is why I'm thinking what we'll do is we will take one of these landing pads, and basically I've started expanding up here, and we'll just start building a space bus. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll just pipe out of them single resources, because I did a whole bunch of juggling here and it was slightly annoying and involved pieces of paper and maths. I mean, it was kind of cool, at the same time not that great. And it's, I think, a bit fragile. So let's look at the surface. The 4 cannons here. As you can see, this is the receiver. And if I mouse over, you can see the signals coming off those boxes. Why am I missing... Okay, that's weird. I'm actually missing the signal for glass. Maybe that's why there's no glass there. No, what? Oh, it's because there's no glass in... Should be glass in the box. So it should read 84. And when we come back to the surface... There you go. So 60, 52. So what these, this is reading off the numbers coming out, and what these are set to is if there's less than 1,000 frames, it will work, and if it is more than 1,000, it won't. So these often aren't on. The glass seems to be a real bottleneck. I think we use it in a lot of different places. And the drones are, here we go, see it's going to fire in a sec. Drones are not the fastest for supplying everything. Here I deleted one of these landing pads because I wasn't using it. Here, this system is juicy and delicious. I stole this entirely off, what the heck's his name? I should give him credit, bear with me. It was a YouTuber who I watch now and then, and he has a Factorio stream of videos, and he had a whole way of automating, or at least doing some automation for your space stuff. And his name is Tuplex. So if you look up Tuplex, he did a space exploration series, and you can have a look at it. And this is what happens. So here are two combinators. The combinators just have what we want to see a minimum of in space. So that's our request list, basically. I think I'll turn that off. So that's what we want a minimum of at all times. I'll talk about the barrels very briefly. So over here, like, how do you control the amount of fluids without being really fiddly and putting sensors on everything? So what I've done is on all these tanks, I have it set. So the this arm, which puts the barrels from here, or into this machine to go into here, will only operate if it has less than 10,000 fluid in this container. And so as you can see, it's all a bit gummed up right now. And this box requests 187 barrels. What this actually, I might make it request 400. What that'll do is it'll keep in these chests 400 barrels at all time. And the logistics system knows that. Like, it knows that there's a bunch of barrels in there. So when the game looks for the inventory of what's in space, it has all these barrels and chests. And if there's barrels and chests, it means that these fluids are really happy and full. So that's how I control fluids. So the logistic chests talk to the logistic network. And on the surface, we have these requests going out, and it knows that there's X number of barrels in the system, right? We have from space, so this is the satellite, and it's connected to, I think this here is just connected to straight to the Roboport, and we're calling it the Navis Orbit channel. And so when I look at the surface, this is listening on Navis Orbit and transmitting out. So if I put my mouse over this one, you can see on the right hand side, there's all the stuff that's in space. Okay. What happens is we take that green signal, we multiply it by -1. So thank you, friendly YouTuber, for showing me this. We multiply that by -1 to get a negative, and we put that into this machine here, onto this green signal. And then we take these two combinators, and we put them also on the same green signal. And what you end up with then is one cancels out the other, and so there'll be a difference, which is a number. And then we put the green signal into the box, and we have it set requests, you can see. So this is currently the difference between what's in space and what we want to order. And this number shifts around a bit as bots move things in and out of boxes, but it's generally pretty good. And what happens then is I then connect this, where's this one going? So this red signal, so the output gets modified once more. So we take a red signal from here. So we connect this machine to this combinator, times it by -1, and apply it to each of these, and tell it to set filters. I can't exactly remember how this step goes, to be honest. Hey there, Fern, and it'll take me too long to figure it out and again and explain to you. But essentially, the filter inserters have their filters set by the difference between what's here and what's in space. So what's in the rocket and what's in space. And then I've got a box which only, in fact, I should just remember override stack size. Yeah, it puts it when it, what is it doing? When it sees the rocket is less than 1, so when the rocket's being built, it will put a rocket in it, and that sets it up. So we have the capsule, all the other stuff. The other thing I've done is I've got a little power switch here, which I'm quite proud of. So how to control this stuff getting jammed in the rocket when the rocket's being built and possibly getting in the way of the machine, like components going in. I might send this rocket just to demonstrate. So what I have actually is this switch. If the parts in the rocket are less than 90, this switch only works when the parts are greater than 99. So when the rocket's built, essentially, this switch turns on. This switch is what is connected here to power these inserters. So when the rocket's being built, these inserters don't work. I was quite pleased with that one. There's a lot less logic than otherwise I'd expect. I have an alarm here. When the rocket is full, the alarm goes off, so I can remember to send it. Got to send it. But I'm just going to send this one now, because why not? And you see, so the rocket's no longer here. The power's cut off, so these inserters no longer load. And that also gives the rocket a little bit of time to have its contents unloaded in the silos in space, which means that this will hopefully update. It'll go into space, it'll land. This is now being built, as you can see. Sections are going in. This is waiting for the power to be turned back on. Sections are being built, build, in go the machine, in go those rocket components. The fuel is pouring in as well. Yeah, that's doing a fine job. And it should soon, as soon as it's built, there you go. Power goes back on, and the inserters start working, and the capsule goes in. So all the things start happening, and that works, I think, just really well. It's really cool. Such a neat animation. So that the only problem is sometimes this box just fills up with just junk, and you have to clear it out yourself manually. But why are you telling me I need an astronomic science? It does an odd thing where it'll occasionally put one of my, there you go, 2 flat panels. Got no idea why that's in there. I should just somehow get it out, do something with it, take it out myself manually. Yeah, occasionally maybe I should just set this as a provider chest and just have it push all of the contents out, reset it, because otherwise it will fill up. And I've had it where it can't request new things as I've changed these because it was already full of stuff, and I'm not ordering it, so it just sits there. So that's that. Here is my attempt at supplying the base with 3 products in 1 rocket, which I had to do a whole bunch of maths on, because each of these is the correct ratios for building those blank data cards. So 17K, 26K, and 13K in this rocket will fill it up. So it fills this first, and then this fills, and again, these are all connected to fill it only to a certain amount. Again, we've got the power switch, so it doesn't fill unless the rocket's there. But actually, this doesn't really work, because it's too hard to fit in 2 or 3 products into a single. Yeah, Phantom. I haven't been YouTubing much lately, but I just really want to stream Factorio and talk to people about Factorio because I'm a big nerd. So yeah, this is just too complex. I should do a single product per rocket and just dump in a normal bus-like fashion stuff into space. So as you can see now, rocket came up, droids are flying back and forth. They're not the best. They're just not delivering fast enough. So actually, well, this is doing fine. That's all backed up. But yeah, these are kind of slow. The fluid's kind of slow. I cannot do much about that. Why are you unhappy? 23, why would you be off? Active when you're less than. Oh, okay, let's take that out. And maybe we'll just shove them in this rocket. Just get rid of them. Okay. Yeah, we'll take these. We'll give it a hand. So you see the drones are getting a little behind, just with the amount of shipping that I'm asking them to do. So it's definitely time for a bus. And I'm pretty sure I have storage. So yeah, it's just them being a bit slow. Yeah, as you can see, plenty of storage. So, oh, that was an odd one. No wonder that was seized up. Poor thing. Yeah, there we go. Suddenly we've got fluids, which means suddenly we can start making these, and then the science will flow, and then these will twirl, and then these will buzz, and then stuff will happen. who knows what will happen exactly. But the bottleneck is generally around here, and I can't tell what to optimize until I clear this bottleneck. And these fluids here are way kind of bottlenecky as well. So what I'm going to do actually is I've got this box here, and all it does is it just sits here ready to do useful things for me. So I want it to make one of those, request it to that chest. I've got a wire maker just in case things need wires. You need those, and I'm just going to give you them. All right, I probably don't. No, I'm going to leave that there just in case. Maybe I need another one. So we'll set this up, and then we'll also, oh, actually, a couple of other things have happened on the surface, kind of minor things. So in quite a few places I've jammed, where I could, I've jammed like a light fuel draining, filling tanker and a petroleum one here because it was a bit backed up, because you're draining one product and not the others, and that doesn't go well usually. Over here, I have I have a factory in theory making data cards. However, the scrap production is insane, so I need to go down to the surface and sort that out, turn the scrap out into junk. It stopped showing me you in 2018. Well, I mean, probably about a couple of years ago was when I stopped doing much YouTubing, really, Phantom. It wouldn't have been, it would have been maybe 2018, 2019. So yeah, this is just a little thrown together data card processor, because it just needs so many of them for the science. And over here, I've got a little loop, and all it's meant to do is produce heavy oil, which it is doing, and it looks like it's filled 2 chests. Yeah, so it's mostly designed to produce heavy oil and to get that into barrels for the system. Notionally, perhaps I should try and put them in actual trains, but then I think I'll get to that if I ever need a heavy oil dedicated rocket, because then I'll just train the rocket, the parts for the building the rocket, train the barrels, all of that to one spot. This is just a nice to have. It spits out some fuel, and in theory, although it's not actually doing that, it makes nuclear fuel for me to fly around on. So that's the kind of base changes. A couple of other small things I've done is I reconfigured this area to be another vulcanite enhanced copper production. As you can see, the whole base though, I mean, if I just click on the power pole, barely doing anything right now compared to how much we were spitting out just to get through all the early sciences, how much stuff we built, and the massive size of this base. It's now basically idle, which is, I find, kind of funny. Over here, I took this pattern and just copy and pasted it down here. So these are all the flat solar panels, and it tells me that solar is generating, 2 of those, 530 megawatts, which is pretty good. So 4 of those is a gigawatt. I could pretty easily just ramp up my production just using that, I suppose, which is fun. But first of all, let's have a look at what the science is. So what does this even do? Like, why do I want this? Oh, it's going to give me a whole new science thing. I don't know. Do I want it? Oh, I just figured out this science. Oh, God. Okay, so Astronomic Catalog 2. Not yet available. Oh, okay. Now I've got to research the gravimetrics. Gravimetrics facility for 100. That's way more science than I have right now. The observatory for 20. Or I can do more rocket safety. It's an infinity science, so that... Again, that's infinity science. It's not moving us forward. 500 for more cooling. Another 500 for more cooling, and 50 for the radio telescope. We'll do this. Also, I researched this zone discovery. The first one was like 8 science, and it revealed that one of the suns around, one of the other suns out there, has a planet with whatever it is, Vitamelange on it. So, yay, that's not super helpful. But yeah, in theory, you keep researching those to unlock more stuff. So I think what we need to do is sort out this mess, because honestly, it's it is a bit nasty, and I'm sure I can do better now that I've picked up more elite skills. So that pipe's in there. What was that one I just deleted? God knows. Okay. So I think what this needs more than anything is a bit of space. So I want it to cool from cold. No. From cool to cold. And then there's another one which I do not need, which is super cold. So from cool to cold. Do that and that. So we need to take in... Can I rotate it to that point? I want the blue at the bottom and the... No, apparently I can't. So... I'm going to move this over. Like, I want to make this as extensible as possible, and I can do that if I am relatively smart about my orientations. And you might have seen that, like, I'm pretty pleased with how these work here. So I give them one space, and cold fluid comes in, warm fluid goes out the bottom, and that gives me enough space to fit in the inserters, and I can tile that kind of endlessly. So I was pretty pleased when I finally figured that out. There's only one output for the blue, so if we want the blue to come out the bottom, do we want the blue to come out the bottom? So that can come... Might just space it out one more. No reason not to use space. We've got quite a lot out there. Okay. I think I might just have to pop away for a second. Alright, I've just got to be right back. My daughter needs a hand. I'll be about 2 minutes. See you soon. Alrighty, we are back. So let's get this plumbed in. I am just going to go like this. And I've just decided that this little... Where are we? 4, 5, and 6. This little snorkel arrangement seems to be basically the easiest way of doing things. I'll call it snorkels, I guess. And then likewise down out. Okay, needs to be one more over. No. Got to remember this has to be here, so then this one can go here, and then I just need a pipe and a pipe, and then that one here. So, yes, we are going to do it thusly. Snorkel, snorkel, and like that. Also, the space pipes are shorter than normal pipes, so you do have to kind of watch that. It's a bit annoying. And this one goes boop, 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 boop. I mean, it's just so important to try and build like scalable stuff in, I think, in space exploration to a degree. But in general, in Factorio, like, give yourself room. It's the biggest tip. It's the biggest thing new players screw up, I think, to be honest, is not giving themselves enough room. And even as veterans, I guess, when we're playing with new recipes, get confused by it. All right, look at that. Beautiful. Can't do those in space, but we can do those. And what I've set it to is this won't pump if there's more than 1,000 in here of this coolant. So all the way through, the pumps are saying, like, don't make any if there's more than this, don't pump it if there's more than that. And that way it just keeps it just a low level background amount to fill all the pipes. Actually 1,000, whoa, not 1,100. 1,000 is probably yeah, minimally required just to prime, just to keep the pumps going. Oh, it's that machine up there which is triggered on that one. Maybe we'll just make all of them too. That seems fair. The problem is we actually, I think, aren't making enough thermofluid, again, due to the lack of resources coming in. Do we need another one of these? I actually kind of think we do. But yeah, that's static, so we can definitely add on another couple of them. Yeah, I was quite surprised at how little cooling goes on. Whoops, where are we going? How much power are we producing, by the way? 230 megawatts, so we need to make a lot more to protect against the big bad storm. In fact, there's really no reason why I don't just expand this out fairly infinitely. Get rid of these, make sure we got enough room. Now this should be able to just neatly copy like that and that. Wham! Perfect. And I would hope that that is sufficient. Okay. Are you getting anywhere at all? Like, you're really not. Really, really not. So, yeah, we're going to have to expand this out and move these lines. In fact, yeah, I would be tempted to throw one going north, but the problem is that then we can't do this, right? We can't tile. As soon as we break that continuity, that rhythm, we can't tile anymore. And now I have taken over the room for my space bus. So poor space bus, very sad. I will have to expand sideways more. Yuck. Nyet. Nyet. Space. And yeah, this, like, I need those new power systems as well, so I can build and expand my power networks. Instead, I have to do some kind of poor man's, there we go, That'll work. It's a bit ugly, but eventually I'll get those huge pylons, which I think are lovely. So, tripling... yeah, like tripling, quadrupling, whatever it is. Has that made a difference? Really hasn't, which I think tells me that the demand is still really high. So I want to give it a second. That's how much we built for this one. I think... well, these are all nicely backed up. There's just not enough. There's really not enough. It just doesn't... we just can't pump enough in. I'm worried that I'm missing something, but considering how many of the other ones I had to build, I fear that I am not. Yeah, game, you're going to need to give me, like, a lot more of this stuff. Okay, can I even do it myself? No, I can't. We'll just leave that then. So that's vaguely working. It's vaguely better. This is not much better. Yeah, I just have way too much copper, and I can't really send the other rocket because it's full, so I can't unload all of this just yet. But I can't. That's the new rocket. I can't send the new one yet, but I can just pile up and send this other rocket back. But that being said, we're making a fair way through X-ray telescope. So what new recipes did we learn? We learned how to make, well, exactly as I'd expect, blank observation frames with a microwave telescope. Fine. I guess that's good. And on the surface we have a scrap problem, don't we? So I shall probably get rid of these to start with. Pop them in there. All of this is largely going well, and we've just about, well, we haven't filled it, but I might take it back anyway. It's a huge rocket full of stuff up here. So these for the automation of rocket building. I mean, I've sent back like a dozen, maybe more than half a dozen rockets. Barely touch those supplies, which is heartening. But let's just jump in here, boop, and we'll spend a little bit of time on the surface. Launch! Off we go. And I think, I'm kind of wondering what to do with the solar panels. I'm thinking they're going to be useful for the outpost, and at some point I should stop sending them home and use them for up here. But I don't... yeah, I've got to protect against the big storm eventually, but I'm not quite sure when. So, what did we want up there so far? It seems to have a pretty good grip on what should go. Scaffolding, it always sends 2 solar panels. I have no idea why. And all that fluids, which, there you go. Like, who knows why it wants to send a solar panel, but never mind. There it goes again. So data cards, why are you sending data cards back up? There's a few oddities, like it's picking up signals from somewhere, and I'm not quite sure where, but that's fine. It mostly works, and mostly is good enough for me. Yes, so... oh, made myself a little home area to remind myself to come here. So this is my home bit, and what I will do is show you Logistics Manager. So this is Logistics Manager. When I've got my inventory open, it knows that it's the power armor, or sorry, it's the thruster suit. Is that what I'm wearing? I am wearing. That's power armor, thruster suit. So I'm in my thruster suit, and yeah, I'm just going to save the current overwrite, whatever I've set here. And then I'm going to change into my other armor. And I've just left this here because my character can draw from it. And this is the logistic request for both sets of requests. Because now what I'm going to do is switch to my Power Armor Mark II, open my inventory, and then wham, change my requests. And now I just kind of have to sit here and wait for them to deliver and do these modifications. And in here I'm going to dump the space things that I don't need. Space everything, space pipes, space pipe to ground if it's got space in front of it. We basically want it out. Solar panels, don't need any of this stuff for this next little job. We'll drop the capsule behind. The thermal what's-the-faces, that can just be deleted, and the data cards can go too. Alright, might as well take that out. Give ourselves a bit of room. The space beacon analysis, whatever's. Alright, that's good. So, I'm just going to have a quick look at the production of the tier 4 stuff, because I'm not sure it's on target for what I want. And then I need to do something with all the scrap, because otherwise we're not producing what we want to produce. All of those signs are telling me that the system wants modules, and it wants the tier 4 production modules, which we should have, but we do not, for unknown reasons. So, what is wrong? Tell me your problems. Oh, you're actually making them now. Oh, why don't we just crank that right up? Drones get busy. You're putting them in a box, and they're being taken. They'll be almost certainly being taken all over the factory, which is good and a decent thing to do. Yes. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, that's fine. So let's move back towards the middle so the drones can reach us, and consider what we're going to have to do for scrap. So as you can see, it's very quiet in the factory. It's weirdly quiet. I've even had to clear backlogs in the core mining because things were starting just to slow down. So let's have a quick look at core mining. Nuclear fuel stuff. Nukes aren't running very strong. Core mining is backed up again. What has actually backed up? It's probably vulcanite, because we're just not producing much, which is fine. Yeah, that's absolutely full. We're not making much stuff. Yes, that's all right. It's what we want. So, scrap. There's a scrap reprocessing, which takes place in recycling facility. So essentially we need to smash all those things into bits, and then we need to put them into the network and make them available for trains, I think is the most sensible thing. And we need some recycling facilities to do that, and pulverizers. So I do definitely have the recycling, or the pulverizers. Recycling, there aren't enough out there, so I need to go set my little special projects area to make some for us. Where are you, special projects? Make me recycling facilities. And give me a couple. Where are we going to put this little thing? Could put it here. It's going to need a few outputs. Here's too scrappy. Here's the proto mall I've sort of built for weird things that aren't built somewhere else. Oh, here might work. Okay, let's flip back to 1, 2, and 3. And it's kind of handy, and I don't know what else. I might be able to do something with might be able to smelt the resources that come through. I don't know. Chuck them in a large chest, make them available to the network. That might actually be easier than training them off somewhere, actually. Okay. Oh, and I need one of these. I should have a request on my suit, so I just have to wait for it. Okay, game. Can we all go this way, and you can all grab my grab at me over here? Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Very good. How? Oh, whoops. Why are you full of logistics requests? Alright, fine. I'm just going to turn all those off. I don't know why you're there. It might even turn you into a storage. Oh, no, that's mine. Oh, well, never mind. Thought it was the other one. Come down here. Just save them the trip. Get rid of these. Now that I'm running a little bit of... actually, I wanted to make sure the nuclear fuel was available to the network. Or the nuclear... the 235, is it? The radioactive one? 238, uranium 235? Whichever one. The bright green one. The cool one. So, cool one. Are you available to the network? You aren't, because I've put that chest down. I know why I did that. I wanted to make sure we didn't have any just lying around. But you are no longer required to be that green. You can now provide which is probably handy actually. Down here, how much fuel do we have in the network anyway? Search for new fuel. 1,000 uranium fuel cells. Okay, cool. So 1,000 times 5 minutes divided by about 24 reactors is how long that will take to deplete, which is forever. Cool. So let's go set up that pulverizing facility, bring in the scrap, and get it off the network because it's blocking my data cards. Oh wow, this is an odd one. I've had this happen. I don't know why. Sometimes trains try to go here. There are signals, so I don't know if it's because the whole lot gets blocked, but never mind. It's done it again over here. See, probably just a sign that I need more depots. But you know, the stations are pretty. Well, the train network's pretty quiet, so I think we can just remove them and be done with it. So down here. Oh, I'm going to see what the new guns do. So if you haven't seen it before, I've now got a lightning gun. Oh my god, look at that. Whoops, it damaged some things. Jumps through the trees. That's going to be so fun for biters. And a freeze gun, which doesn't obviously do really much to trees. Yeah, okay, the Tesla gun is going to be awesome. Alright, so let's bring in scrap. Unload left. I still love how quick this stuff is to build once you know what you're doing. It's in piles of 50. So minus 38,400. Yes, all of that is good. I'll do this for them because I need to set up the filter. If I was really smart, I would have it so that there was a single combinator. Well, when I set the combinator, it would pick up what the filter is on and then do it. I'm pretty sure I've seen tutorials for that, but I found it really confusing, so I gave up. So if there is more interest in LTN, I can give people a bit of a rundown how I do things with LTN. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it does a job. So we have recycling, and we will want to make sure everything comes out cleanly. That's actually a bit of an issue that I've got at the little temporary cargo rocket, is that stuff doesn't unload cleanly, so I've got trains backed up. Very annoying. And here and there. Oh, okay, cool. Well, just stay there. You guys figure it out. How much do we want? I think possibly just 2 recyclers to be... Oh, actually... Maybe we'll do something like this. And just to help the inserters along. Because we can beacon this, so... In fact, that's probably the only argument for doing it on this... Well... scrap recycling. No? Okay, fair enough. Okay, speed modules. You take the speed modules as well. Put a power thingamybobby right there. And then one over here. I quite like keeping them... No. There. Quite like keeping them square if I can possibly help it. Yeah, see, that just churns out. Now, we do have a little bit of oil to worry about. Spit it out at the top and bottom. And... Oh, whoops. I think we'll barrel this stuff up, to be honest. It isn't very much, like such a tiny amount. Because on the recipe, you see it's like a 10% chance of any one of those things coming out per, I think, per piece of scrap. So, yeah, it's pretty tiny stuff. It's nice to have. And it gets it out of our way, but... Yeah, we're not exactly talking like massive amounts of stuff here. It's probably like barely worth one. Barrel the heavy oil. Yes, and then pull from a barrel thing and then put the barrels out and do this. Do this and do that. And over here, might as well get the barrels moving. I'm a bit worried that I'm overtaxing the drones, but yeah, screw them. That way, you will request barrels, lots of barrels. And we will power this by putting one of these down there and one there. Nice. Cool. Good. That's going to be happy. Fine. So now what we do is... Oh, actually not... yeah, probably like this. And then we need to filter it down the middle. See, it's all going to whiz. The first thing we want to do is splitter to take the stone output priority right stone. And we're going to smash that in and make sand. And boop. And we will get a pulverizer first off the rank. So it's basically the same kind of build that I did in space, but prettier. Sand, and also, whoops, I think I get to put these guys in. Oh yeah. Couple of them. We'll do the trick. Yeah, why not? And a couple of them, one of them probably can output directly into a furnace. Do I have one? I do not. I accidentally wiped all of my presets, which was super annoying, but it is better now. Yes, 20 of them. Actually, I'm going to remember this Power Armor Mark II, save this preset. So yeah, we'll stick it in there, and then eventually this will just pop it in a box, make glass. So part of glass turning up. This one is going to output to the left iron ore, and we'll just take it this way maybe and do exactly the same. Like, it's going to be such small numbers, it's not even funny. And then this final one will... Can't remember how big those buildings are, so we'll just hold for a second while they come in. There they come. So let's see. Do we want glass? I think it would be nice to use vulcanite, especially because we've got such a backlog. We might as well. And the vulcanite is 76,800 blocks per set. So 76,800 is a total that'll fit in there. So the machine is going to say, give me up to that number. Try and make it work, because that would fill these boxes, and then LTN knows what's what, knows how to behave. Boxes. I've still found a couple in the network where the filter isn't set, and it causes all kinds of delays. It's so annoying. So we will send I could just send it straight down here, to be perfectly frank. That might be quite cute. Can't really do it that cleanly there. So how much? It's not going to be much, but basically it just turns it into more. More comes. More. And this one is going to be iron recipe. I might even give them 2, just on the very off chance that they overload. I cannot imagine that happening. And I would actually like... Do I want to... Yeah, no, not quite. Yeah. Come down here. So... it's a bit clumsy, but I don't know, it'll do. I'm at the point where I realize that there are some parts of the base I will never look at again. Like, let's just not mention this just jumpstart base, which some of you may recall. I'm just never going to look at them again. Like, they're just, it's not going to be a thing. So don't worry about it, Tiny Pirate. Just leave them, just leave that junk alone. No, that was silly. It should be a splitter, of course. And that one can go to there. No, like that. And where are we going to send it? The funny thing is, once I jam these in, I'm not even sure beacons will be required, to be perfectly frank. And we will output something like this. Of course, you're like not happy. So we will go. I don't know, just like that maybe, and put you in a box. Might even make it, no, not one of them. Yeah, why not? We'll just do that. Wham. Just load her up and let the game decide what it wants to do with it. Seems very reasonable. Why are you loaded up with weird stuff? Okay, so you are finally the copper. I should send this sideways. As, no, not there. A bit further down. And I just don't think it's likely we will have that much of you. That being said, I will mimic just in case we need to do some kind of jumpy overy thing. Yeah, never mind. Actually, I will do it exactly the same. There we go. And yeah, we'll do it from here to here. Yeah, just in the off case, in which case I haven't got enough room. I'm a very silly person, but you know, what can you do? Go this way, and then where is my very large boxes? I just will put that there, and put, there might be one somewhere in the network, and nice. In fact, that's probably fine. And then finally, we can just go like that, actually. So keep it all in theme. Let's just copy all of bonk. Copy that there. Yes. Sorry, just thinking. Very painful experience. Making copper. Fancy copper. Alright. Is that going to be cool? What are you bottlenecked at? Output full? What are you oh, you're bottlenecked at the lack of the stupid box. So we'll go make stupid boxes. Oh, here we go. Just in the mall next door. What was I thinking? So I have been making occasionally silly boxes here, and it is pretty efficient-ish. Yes. That's no difference. What was I doing? It's 20. So really it's... Okay, cool. Game's taken them off. So I should be having some, but fine. If the game wants to take them away and dump them immediately into the build, that's also perfectly reasonable. Do I bother beaconing it with speed mods is the next question. Come on, drone. You can do it. Bonk. I'd rather you do that one, but sure. I just want to see that it can vaguely keep up. Yeah, look, are we actually produced any so far? 2 barrels. So you can see like all of that crunching of scrap, and yeah, 2 barrels is all we got. Yeah, well, let's have a look at science while we wait for that to turn up. So now we can learn how to make astronomic catalog 2s, but not yet, because we need the gravimetrics, which is 100. So are these other types of science, energy science and biological. Adaptive armor 3, more research speed. I could actually could do that right now. What is it? Just a... Alright, lab speed 50%. Yeah, I've got enough science up there. I think I'll just do that. Actually, speaking of which, I have actually stopped producing any normal rocket science, just straight up rocket science, which seems like a mistake. I should probably do something about that. And of course... Oh, here we go. No? No, you're not doing anything useful. Where is my red box? You had plenty of time to figure that out, game. I love the rainbow trains, the rainbow trails. So cute. What the heck are you waiting for? Concrete. Oh, can I just give you some? Thank you. Now give me my giant box. How many does it need? Well, just 1. Cool. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to click. No. Did I get it? Oh, I did get it apparently. It was given to me, so I've been sitting the whole time. Silly. And... Oh, okay, cool. It just did it for me. Brilliant. That's fine too. So... Is it happy? Is it cooked? Yeah, this is... yeah, this is probably beacon time. Just want to make sure that things are vaguely moving. Sort of wonder if I should have... If this was down here 1... annoying. What if I just jammed it in like... Okay. That's nasty. I'm just going to get rid of that and just be done with it. I'll just pretend that never happened. I like to keep my base as consistently samey as possible, basically, to so that the whole place can just be tiled down. What are we looking at? We want that. Yes, we want that. And for this, we'll just spit it out. There we go. Oh, and of course now we don't have the network to... Yeah, okay, so how about you just go like that. That'll do. It's not perfect. There's a little weird gap over here, but that's fine. Okay, so you're... Why are you... I don't understand... Now, can we get 2 pulverizers in, maybe? Not with that power pole there. We can maybe move the power pole over. Got too many of these guys. Oh, pulverizer. 1. 2. Yes. can do better than that. Alright, gotta be tidy. Make sand. Make sand. Actually, just maybe make sand really quick. More than make it really voluminous. I mean, a little bit of extra production might be nice. Okay, I can see you're a little backed up. Something like that, does that work? It sort of does. Yeah, it'll probably do. It will do. It'll be good enough for what we're aiming for. Don't want to be spending forever on this. This is not the most interesting part of things, but you know, sometimes you want to get it working reliably. Oh, okay, that actually worked. That was surprising. Cargo safety, this is again, it's an infinity science. Like, I don't know how safe stuff is now, but it must be reasonably safe. We haven't had a crash yet, touch wood. A cryo gun, these are really expensive. Huge telescope produces radio waves, sure, we'll do that. That's for Astronomic Catalog 3. Forget that. We're miles away from 3, so we'll just do 2. Awesome. So, those are cranking. Oh, yeah, you probably deserve a beacon. Actually, we deleted the beacon up here, so... Does it matter? You guys could do with the beacon. Like, I don't want that scrap to back up at all. Of course. Oh, I actually can fit one in. That was not planned. Should have been. But it really wasn't, which is a shame. Oh, I can jam one in. Like, one here. One here. Oh, no, that's fine. I don't need that. Yeah, we'll beacon this one. Yeah, man, we're going to beacon that machine. Brilliant. That's not going to work. Actually, I can do that. It's just going to be a bit... Okay, you're going to go this way, and then you're going to go under here and out here. No. There. Yeah. How's about that for dirty cheating? Yeah, look at that. Beautiful little loop. And stick them there. Beaconed. Wham. Alright, well I guess I can fill it myself since, you know, heaven forbid you guys do it. Okay, that's well keeping up. And that's burning through the scrap. And the barrels are filling slowly. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Like, what is the rate on these? It's eating 500 scrap a minute. Is that enough? Could I just expand this way and just try? Yeah, maybe just like smack it in. It's dirty and it's nasty. Yeah, I'm just going to do it anyway. Don't look perfectionists, because this is not, well, this is not how you should do it. Do better, okay? Be better people than me. Chuck it in there, and chuck the outputs here. There we go. Do we even want to beacon it? It's already sped. Spedded. Do I have scrap? Yeah, so much scrap on my inventory. I mean, I could even do this way and just pull it straight off the line. That kind of amuses me. just because, again, it's just dirty. So this would be just pull it out of there and maybe pull it before it's actually, yeah, pull it before it's even hit the thingamy to even it out. Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. That is nasty. And give it some of that, and happy as a jaybird. Yeah, that works. Now what are we looking at? Some 800. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. That's quite respectable. And these are not backing up at all, and the boxes are slowly filling. That's fine. It looks like these ones, this one almost never gets used. Why aren't you... what? Oh, ooh. Is it because of the weird angle? I might have to just do some lame thing like this, and yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Fair enough, game. You have defeated me. We'll do it your own silly way. Wham. Straight in. 2 boxes. Good. What? Why are you... Yeah, oh, okay. You're waiting for stuff to come down. Okay, fair. That's fine. That's just waiting. Okay, cool. We can just ignore that from now on. Yay, that job is done. Forget about it. Move on. Next. Next is probably... Actually, let me just check the line to make sure the data cards are now being made at pace. Next is probably the job to choose our new launch site to have our expanded launch program. So we've got through the early Apollo stages, and now we're into going to the moon. Although we also do need to go to some of the moons. Oh yeah, look at that. No backlog. Loading up. That's fine. So we easily cleared what's there, and still not got a backlog at all. And data cards are streaming in, and we're producing. Actually, how many a minute are we making? 2,000? Wow, that's awesome, because it's way more than what we can possibly use. Looks like we broke something over here. Be unbroken. Good. Yeah, there's a lot of very idle chunks of factory around. It's pretty sad. But they are all getting beacon 4s, so that's great. Production 4s, I mean. So, are we seeing... So there is... You know what? While we wait for the... yes, while we wait for stuff to come in and to eventually build our new flight rocket space facility, that's a technical term. Actually, I'll put it down... Oh, oopsie. Put it down here pre-splitter, just to keep the post-splitter stuff clean and efficient. We are going to steal as much of this stuff as we can. No, I don't want you to connect to that one. I'm going to have to disconnect you, because that one has the logic controls and the power switch and all of that. So cable wire turns it off. Will you guys now come and grab? Oh, I better like not let that fill, or I will end up with so much that I have to later on deal with. I'll want to cry. How are you looking? Actually getting pretty full. Well, not really. You go in there too. What is the requesting right now? Oh, a bit more coal. And heat shielding, and why it thinks it needs scrap. It's got a negative number of scrap up there somewhere, I think, which makes a positive, which it then sees as a need because it doesn't have a negative for it. So there must be some funny thing going on. Yeah, again, with the machine learning. I don't need you to take machine learning into space. Oh well. Down here is a... Oh, this can now just be disabled. Because... And I'll just put these all as pusher chests. Yeah, so these can be disabled. So we're making so many data cards, we don't need to have them made for us. This was a little scrap recycling facility, and the entire of this can just be stripped out. We have, after all, a professional facility now. We are not just weak minions. And down here, obviously this thing went horribly broken at some point. So it's vital that we fix our vanity project. Otherwise, I won't be able to be vain. Again, that would be a tragedy. There we go. Beautiful. And eventually I think I'll probably fill this with a lot of products. So I was using this recipe book, which I had to, once I installed it, I had to tick it here. And what I was able to do is go like low density, and then I can see the recipes for low density, or what it takes to make. And then with this I can see what uses it. And then using that, I've been putting things in this mall that use the stuff that I have put around the edges, by and large. Not always, but not too bad. And I chucked in a bit of plastic here, and I could probably stick in more things eventually if I needed to. But for now, this covers what the rest of the factory isn't currently chucking out for me. So, what is our current problem? I would say, why are you even here? It's because we haven't got a splitter. Because we haven't got a balancer? Yeah, okay, we'll take that out. Because we don't have a balancer, it gets a bit confused. You know what, if I said just 76,000? The downside to that is that it will then tell the network it has 800 steel available, but 800 should not, if it does fill, but 800 should not be enough to send out a request for trains to come and pick it up. Right, these chests, I've not let them completely full because that would just be way over the top. The cannons are still happily firing. I suspect in space we're still happily requesting. Yeah, I need to lift out all of these solar panels, really. They're not needed in space. I need them in space. Need to get building and expanding some massive power area. Landing pads, it's probably time to go back to space. So we'll actually, you know, why don't I'm going to push all this junk out. Get out of here. So we'll switch over to my cool spacesuit. And then we will logic change to the thruster suit set. And now the game will go, the drone's go absolutely bananas, clearing out all my inventory. But they've got all these boxes right here with all my stuff in it. So I'm hoping that that makes the job easier. So, you know, I'm getting rid of all the blue belt, all the not space things, and hopefully, yeah, picking up the space manufactories and other junk that we've got lying around. Scrap, stone, yeah, whatevs. Get out of there. Train tracks. We don't have space trains yet, so you can just go. And back in space, I think I want to start setting up the bus, basically, and expanding a vast area for power. Yep. I mean, this will hopefully just speed things up a little bit. I have had the more drones built, so now we're up again to 3,000 logistic drones. We have researched drone safety 5, so we can take up to 5,000. So here on the planet, we're on 3,800, probably a few hundred in space. Definitely could do with a few more, but now we'll get there. Take out all the dirt not needed in space. And you know, I actually could have just turned the scrap into landfill, I've just realized, but oh well. Oh, recycling facilities? No, I don't need any more of those. And alright. Is that looking pretty good? What are they? Can't bring us those yet. Oh, no, not drones. Whoops. I hope there aren't any logistic. Okay, there's 30 robots in a box somewhere, possibly this one. So if I see them, I will try and remember to take them out. That would... No, this... I wish it was a sort button, actually. To sort them alphabetically or by type. Okay, I can see stuff leaving. Oh, I've got the space belt I should take up and leave in space. Platform. I might take up some construction and just leave them up there. Put them in one of the thingies. I'll take out these because I seem to be short of them last time. Space platform. Oh, it's taking it back. I've already hit my limit. Fine. You do you, game. I won't complain too much. Wherever those drones are, forget about it. Not many of them. So, okay. Does it reckon there's more? 2 on the way? Really? Where have I left hypercoolers down here? 12 on the way. It's not such a big deal. And do I have the defense platform here? Yes, there it is. Good. Okay, I need to put that up. That's just a mandatory. Got to shove that in. So, I think we'll just go to space. We'll just take this one up. It's not completely full, but it'll do. When it fills, it makes a cool beep beep sound as well. I set that up. Whoosh. Off we fly. To space we go. Zoomy, zoomy. I feel like I've just mastered the first space science, and now it wants me to build the second, potentially. Although I think it might, maybe it's just a second recipe. Like, I think it's the first science, but a second recipe. Bit confused. Alright, so here's my platform. So this area up here is basically going to be devoted to solar. Then comes the shell. That's cool. You might as well just sit up here for now and just help. Drones, you're going to do that? Oh, I should give you some of those drones, right? Give you some more construction drones. They only do one at a time, the building, so hang on. Oh, they all got out of my inventory, did they? That's massive, so we'll put that somewhere special. Alright, fine. Okay, I'm going to put that space belt away because it's really cool. I want to save it for emergencies, really. Oh, what was that? Oh, bang, bang, bang. Oh, cool. They actually shot out a meteor. Nice. 3 shots. Wow. There's a bit of a terrible shooting meteor job. So, where did this... Oh, there it is. No, there. Okay. So, game. Are you happy? Are you guys happy? Are you doing what you should be doing? Whoa, why is there... contaminated scrap... Oh, I see. You don't have enough to do your scrap cycle. That's fine. That's a very idle factory. This is what I'm interested in. You're waiting on all those parts. You guys are just backed up. Yeah, so really what we need to do is get data cards, copper, and red on the belt, on a space belt. And, gosh, oh, this is almost done over here. Would it be crazy to... I know I'm going to get better coolant. So the question is it insane to... I can see there's a tiny gap there as well. Oh, no, don't fly away. So I'm going to do some of this myself. As soon as I break out the... It's making blueprints automatically for me now, which I could have sworn it never did in the past. So, don't do my personal logistics for now. I'm going to throw you lot all away. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why you're here. You, assembly machine 3s can go back to Earth. You don't work in space. These silly machines. What were you thinking? Stupid. What was that bit in, is it Jerry Seinfeld, where he just acts like a raving lunatic to people. It's like, why are you so stupid? Oh no, Ben Stiller, somebody. Where is all my space scaffolding? Okay, they're all taking it up there. Well, fair enough. I can't say I blame them. I should actually probably help there first. Otherwise, we'll end up with 2 patchy areas rather than 1. Ooh, we've almost reached a space rock. Or as I like to call them, asteroids. Is it an asteroid? Are we seriously out? Oh, I should take that, put it in a box, put it in the machine. Likewise, that. I always look through and find new things to move. Oh, don't tell me we're already out of all this. There we go. You. Oh, and you. I did have requesters up to move those into the factory parts, but game obviously decided it wasn't worth doing it. Oh, there was drones down there at the bottom, wasn't there? Yes, there were. Go, my minions. I knew there was some up here too, little sneaks. Well, I'll be stuffed if I can find more space stuff that I need. I might have to go back down to the surface and really put some effort into producing the space frames. More drones. Although, what do we have right now? We have 2. I think we have 2 factories just producing them independently, like just in the mall area, which is not good enough, I suspect. We need to be producing, 1,000 a minute, maybe. Anything in here that's relevant? Wow, okay, more drones. We just keep bringing them up and dumping them in boxes, apparently. But that's fine. We're going to increase our way of moving stuff. Cool. 2 of those. Boom. Come on. There must be some more. There isn't any more, is there? I wish I could sort. Such a tragedy. And we got so many bits of spaceship as well. Drones. Which eventually going to overwhelm us. So I need to... why didn't I click all of them? That would have been... I could have clicked them all to pick them all up. Eek. Yeah, so many bits of spaceships we need to get into our spaceship production system somehow, but never mind. So up here we have 300 logistic and 86 construction. It's not too bad. And no extras in here. We do have a train we don't need though. So I'm just going to see if I can find out which one of these to dump into. So it's the bluish one, which must be this one. No, oh actually no, they make them. So yeah, maybe that one and that one, like a guess. And these junk things go in my junk fixer. Cool. And this, I want it to stop requesting the solar panels. I will take them out and I will put them... Oh, we've got some more of these. I might put them in a box. Very exciting. Come here. Alright. How are you ticking along? We haven't produced any science against radio telescopes so far. Really? We're going to get one soon. Wow. But look at that. That's so built up because we're not getting the insights out. We're not getting the insights out because... the problem is if we put another machine in to do the catalogs... I'm so reluctant. We have to jump these over so they don't interfere. See, this is where I've not done my my piping properly, so the repeatability has been a bit low. So this one I will have to fix in for all of them. But Yeah, I mean, that's not terrible. Okay, yeah, this will work. Because this process is so slow right now, and the insights are the bottleneck. It seems like it is so deceptive with all the different fluids and floating around. You're happy on fluids, you need your inputs, and you need your speed. So what you are going to do is we will grab some insights. We'll give you some power because we're just so generous. And then we will jump over and then reinsert that way. And that way we avoid mixing them up. And oh, no. Oh, shivers. Forgot about that. All the extra byproducts. Now, come here. All right, good. All right, so where were you? Okay, cool. So you do... So the good news is the tiling works. The bad news is it'll be hard to tile any more than this at present. All right. So that... But this only works as long as these are beating it, which as soon as this increases, the other ones are gonna fall behind. Okay, cool. That's flowing. Oh, we need to do the top. So we need to... And... Yeah, like I broke my own rule there by bringing in the liquids across the middle, which was silly. Yeah, that works. That works. But now I fear is these are waiting, right? Oh, this one's going. I mean, they're going to get half of whatever comes through, and they need... Oh, they only need one catalogue to make 2 insight. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad at all. So really, I could probably even expand that, except I'm not because of the backlog on data cards, because we don't have a bus, we're not spitting out enough, but that's okay. What are you short on? Why don't you have enough? You need so many. Okay. Put you in there, put you in there, and take off with the other stuff. Zoom, zoom. Nuclear fuel now. So, it's not enough to build on yet, but one of the things we could do is think about the bus since we're over here. So, the plan is, where are you? Big, giant block. Just do this carefully so I don't jiggle the mouse. Keep it nice and square. If one thing the space stations are known for, it's being... Oh, God. Okay. Ruthlessly square, right? Yep. Okay, that's fine. So if we put in landing pads up here, I think we could funnel what we need down here safely enough. Why are you yellow lighting? Oh, your hypercooling is full. That makes no sense. 1, 2. Oh, you stupid. I bet you there's someone at home right now going, Tiny Pirate, you freaking idiot. Look. Suddenly, whomp. There you go. That's way more than we'll ever need. I could even cut it back, I bet. Oh no, it's going down. Oh, there was a backlog, of course. This is pumping into the system. Okay, let's give it a minute. Now, on the surface, boop, bookmark, what do you all think you need in there? 3,000? My bollocks, you need 3,000. You need at least 5,000, 5,000. And that changes this. The only problem is there's probably not enough room. Oh, it might work. How much is on the way? 2,000's on the way. And that stupid number keeps going up and down. The data cards, how many are up there? There must... Where are they? Hang on. Well, Tiny Pirate, if you want to send rough data cards up, you've actually got to tell them to ship it. I want at least 2,000 up there at all times. Now what are we talking about? Yeah, see, 650 on the way. Cool, that's going to fill pretty quick, and then we'll get to hear the cool alarm sound. I'm stupidly excited for the dumb alarm sound. Oh yeah, look, they're taking from this provider chest, which is a bit cheeky because I have precise ratios in theory, but at least the ratios are set by like all the machines, so all the fillers will only top up to the determined ratio that I pre-calculated using my piece of paper. Now, what I do hope actually is if we can get this emptied, which we are never, we're just never going to use that much copper, then life will be a little easier. Take some data cards, someone? Yeah, you. Could we just send the rocket now? We probably could. Let's give it 1 second. I just want to check these fluids again from top. So you have got way more than you need. That's nice. You are sitting on 4 or 5k at all times, 2k. You're cooking all of the liquids. You are sitting on that 2k that we requested. You guys are just going absolutely bananas now that I've plugged you in. Still struggling. 1k is the order of the day. In fact, I think I'm going to increase it to 2. It feels like the numbers hover around up and down in the hundreds way too often. Be a bit inconsistent. And this is what I want, but I need the energy research, I think, to get the cool pylons. But I mean, it's in the hundreds. It's not going down, which means these pipes, yeah, I mean, they're kind of jammed, which is great. Okay, so the fluids are fine. Do we build a space bus down here? You know, it wouldn't be crazy, because if we did expand and we needed a lot more of everything, then we would be okay to just put a newer tech, move things around. We got the room. No. God, stupid. Stop. Okay, cool. This way, this way, this way. So this is going to be something. 2 squares away is going to be something else. And make it neat, of course. Oh my god, I made it unneat. And there's going to be at least 3 things to start with. So how are we going to do this? It's going to be all the way up the top, because that glass factory there needs assistance as well. And in this case, do we leave it? We can just space belt over it. Space belt. Pew, pew, pew. And up here, not too far up, we will put the next cargo pads. In fact, we might even send the craft that I want to this cargo pad. You know what? I wouldn't mind going a bit further. Oh, do I need to? Okay, let's have a look at how many solar. What are they called? Flat. We've got 150 up here, and on the ground, 6,000. That's enough for. How much we're over here? Yep. So these two together, 1.3k and 1.3k do up to 500. That's why that's low because of night. Up to 1 gigawatt? Really? No, that can't. I think it was about 4.8. It seems wrong. Maybe it's just because the nukes have a base level. You know what? There's 1.3k of them, and I'm sitting right outside the factory, which tells me how they work. So it's 1.3k times 400 kilowatts. So let me find a calculator. 1,300 times 400 kilowatts is 520,000 kilowatts. So that's 520 megawatts. So 4 grids is a gigawatt. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm calculating. All I know is we've got a lot. We've got a lot of solar. So I think we can probably ignore those for now. They seem to be happy. The cannons are happy. That system just self-sustains. Okay, so point is, what we can do is set up... Where's my landing pads, boys? Oh yeah, give me the logistics. Yep. What are you bringing me? You're bringing me useful things. Good. I'm so pleased this is actually working. You've got no idea what a fiddle this has been. Are the pipes all working? Like... What are you even... You are only on when things are greater than 1,000. And you need to be pushing for 2,000. So there's a buffer. No wonder they're just... They've been flip-flopping back and forth, haven't they? Just trickling in and out, trickling in and out the material. So it hits 1,000, turns this pump on, drains it. So there's no buffer between them. But I wanted to keep this middle fluid going. Whereas this one doesn't do any of that at all. This one is just trying purely to push the material in, because this is not an intermediary. This is an end one. Yeah, so there you go. It's going to be below 1,000. This one's going to keep pushing. This one up here is... So that's going full tilt now to catch up. This one doesn't need to make any yet. Cool, because we do pump some of the warm back in. So there's a little bit of loss. This whole loop produces like 1 in 100 loss. So yeah, stuff does happen. But this is now trying to cool as fast as it can. These are hovering. 300 hovering. Yeah, so I think, okay, we're about right with the bus. Alright, cool. So, landing pad, get on with it, Tony Pirate. Let's see if we can get a rocket down and build some stuff on it. I think I want to do something like this, where I use 2 splitters so we have 4 unloaders at once. And then this one up here. Oh, this is, yeah. Okay, come on. We will, yes. And yes. Let's see if we can make this work. Something like this. These come up. Okay, fine. So that would be like that. So these would be single rocket. Do I want to do something funky with the existing rocket? I probably don't. What I should actually do is drain out this so that I can send the remaining rocket, because it's all piped. That's a good idea. Actively push all the junk out machines. Push, push, push. Rank. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful wave. Nice one. So you send all that out. And actually, what will happen is the next rocket should just land or just come in automatically, actually. You may or may not hear an alarm when it does that. I think I have to be on Nalvis to actually hear the dumb alarm. So that's like this. And whoops. Send it all the wrong way. That's okay. Whatevs. Cool. And then we would just go brant, brant, and yeah, cannot insert space. Okay, fine. Can I just go and dump these solar panels somewhere for you then? Sorry to be a bother, game. I wouldn't want to upset the drones. Okay. Now you can put stuff in my inventory, can you? Drain, drain, drain. Oh, look at it. Just slump. Okay, that's a lot of copper. I better give them somewhere else to store things. No. Yes. Cannot insert... Okay, what ifs? Can I actually just set this up properly to start with? I'm so missing the proper silos. I think that would be so cool. Up, 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 up. Okay, yes, just do. How many can you get down before we hit errors? And yeah, let's try go sideways as well. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. No. There. Silly. Okay, cool. So, just shove as many as you... Oh, that's right. It has to go like that. And like that. Hello, Space Rock. We're going to meet you one day. It's going to be a pleasant meeting. Yeah, that's empty space. That's fine. And I've just been jamming these down here for convenience sake. Oh, actually, yes. And... oh, empty space again. All right. Take all of... no. What are we going to do? What are we doing here? We're trying to do that. So just do more of thems. Jam it in. Oh yeah, okay, fine. What is? We've got to wait for more space stuff to come. Oh, this. Such a big boy. Such a big, chunky defense installation. Where are we going to put you? Off to one side for now. Also, I should move the signs at some point. Get out of inventory. Go sit there. And think about what you've done. Okay. Are we even clear yet? Oh, I also need to make sure I turn it off before it's empty. Okay. Turn it off. Stop, 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 stop. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let's go check the planet. Oh, you hear that? The rocket's launching. And so when there's no rocket, the alarm sounds. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I wish I had a flashing light with it too. And in comes so much stuff. I've got sound effects. There should be some, but there isn't. Plop. So the capsule goes out, the rocket parts go out, and now all of that unloads, including all the stuff we need to make absolutely shy tons of data cards. Finally, look, it's beautiful. It's backed up. It is the future, but it's also the past, because we're going to tell it. What on earth was that? Oh, it's the rocket launching. Manual. We're never launching you again. And in fact, I'm going to just delete all of my work and just tell you all to stop, because no, do I want to do that? What else did I just undo? I don't know what I undid. I think I want to get rid of these. I just want... this might just be my copper rocket eventually. Because copper's right here, it's reasonably tidy. I can turn this into a copper rocket, and I can put some of the rockets somewhere else. So yeah, we'll just leave that one alone. But as you can see, oh, okay. Beautiful production is finally taking place. Why are you so slow? Why are you so slow? It's kind of horrifying to me that two of them just can't quite keep up. Let alone these things, which is just a whole different kettle of fish, just short on glass, which is just so annoying to me because there is a lot of glass. At least it was last time I checked. Oh. Okay, sure game. Just totally lied to me about the amount of glass in the factory. Okay, what is going on with our glass? Oh my god. Why do you think there's 5,000 glass? Is it because there's 5,000 glass in here? Because I'm not seeing it in space. 7,000. Let's fill this sucker up. And where are all my solar panels? Oh, there might be solar panels in space, which wouldn't surprise me. There should be quite a lot. Alright, glass. So, well, okay. Forget glass. Let's just not mention it. I have some here. Oh, and yeah, so the game is actually being reasonably smart about grabbing that. Good. So we will see a few data things pop out. But it makes me think that I need a whole lot more of this loop. At least double that, which... My pipes are in the way. I mean, could we do that? Once I tear this out, because a lot of the stuff will have to be torn out for the bus anyway, I probably could. Yeah, my biggest regret so far is that stuff not really working great. Oh well, let's go have a look at our bus. So I think this is going to be copper landing pad. So we can call it Navis Orbit. Copper. Oh, actually no, it's the furthest left one. This should be data. Data cards. Data cards. And this one should be... this one should be red circuits, I think. Red chips. I'll call them red chips because easier. And then this one somewhere up the middle here. Oh, it's going to have to go one square back, isn't it? Did we bring any scaffolding with us? Oh, God forbid we did that, right? Yeah. That's going to not really work. Okay. Can I find some more scaffolding? I think we just had this discussion, didn't we? Let's pop down and look at the surface. What have you got in you? You full yet? Nah, but we're sending you anyway. Send it. Get it up there. Fire it will. The massive factory is here to enable that. This is just going to fill up with copper, which is fine. I will have to go back and reroute this and fiddle around and delete stuff, but I am willing to make that sacrifice. In fact, I could even... This could be the copper rocket and this could be the red circuit rocket. That would be really straightforward. Give me frame. What do you mean my inventory? Get out of my inventory and give me that. Yes. Now, game, don't steal it. Droids, don't steal it before I need it. No, not that far. That far. Okay, yeah, that works. So we have data. We will have copper. Okay, we will get this fixed. Copper. All right. Fly down here, pick up some belt perhaps. Turn on logistics. So they'll do their job. This is in the process of, well, it's lost all the chips, all the data cards, but that's fine. This has, what has it got in it? A few data cards as well. Just get them onto the bus. Easier that way. And I still can't... Okay, that's actually rolling now, but I'm still amazed at how much we chew through these. Not too bad down here. Oh, it is actually kind of starting to back up. Yeah, it's already backed up at these junctures. Okay, good. Right, so we do only need one factory at present. It just needs to run consistently, which would help. Can we fit in... I mean, arguably I could put one over here. And then we have to bus things in. Okay, there go the cells for observations. Out comes the science precursors and the other science precursor. You know, I almost wonder if you want to do like a second... You know what? I wonder, like, would it be crazy to say... The only thing is it would be really draining when you get it wrong. So output priority left is on the astronomic... Sorry, drones. Yeah, you're crashing. It's on the astronomic catalogs, which means we can jam it. You know, we can jam one right in like that. And only when it backloads... No, when it... The problem is that when it backloads to here, it's going to always fill this until it manages to until this is backed up. Which might actually be tough. Like, it may never back up ever again. I don't have any good answers to how to better prioritize what comes off this belt. But I'm just going to do this for now, because it will help for a little bit, just to give us the more insights so that we can get this producing the yellows, which produces the data, which gives us the science, which moves the radio telescope along. So yeah, just pretend you didn't see that, because it's nasty. Okay, this is all nasty poos. We should tear it all out. This stuff here. This was me trying to use the other cargo pad, and it is not a good system. And in fact, all of this may have to get jiggled around. So let's work backwards. Oh, and then I'll have some blooming space. Oh, no, the other one. Don't do that. Good. That would be bad if we deleted... Yep, if we deleted that. That goes this way. That's all fine. No, this one. So yeah, see, I was going to try and deliver 3 products by rocket, and the circuitry and fiddling around. And the biggest problem is actually trying to jam like 3 train stations into a smallish area. It's easier just to jam one in, bonk, and then from there you can just, you know, launch a rocket, because there's only 2 supplies you really need for the actual rocket: fuel, and you can kind of pipe that a lot of places, and those rocket components, and we have just crazy quantities of that stuff. So that's cleaner. And I'm kind of left thinking I could open up a bit of space by moving like a lot of this down, this stuff down a little, which would give me room to maneuver here. Actually, I could even pull the fluids up through the middle, which would clear this gap, which is a good idea. Oh man, there is just... yeah, there's a lot to this game at times. There's a lot of thinking. Too much thinking. Brain squeezy. This is all backed up. That's actually doing okay. But this whole loop down here is doing my head in. So yeah, this is all draining now because of the amount that this is sucking stuff out. Do I have any new science recipes or anything? Oh, I have oh no, I have 2 different recipes. One using beryllium plate. What's the difference? I could actually get the beryllium plate and chuck it in it, which would just accelerate things a bit, and I feel like that's a good idea. Beryllium, you're in one of these boxes. I know you are. You've been there for hours. Ah, there you are. Got it. Yeah, let's sacrifice the beryllium for the good of the science. Whee! Yeah, we'll just do that. Oh god, just learn to click, tiny pirate. So you said 6 junk, 12 junk. Oh, actually, only half as much junk, and it makes 2 science. Wow, I should have been doing this the whole time. Let me check that recipe. Oh, let me check the recipe again myself. I'm like being a nerdy curious now. So 20 beryllium, that's a lot to be fair. So we're not going to take too long before we get through it. 1, 1, and 1 for 2 versus 2, 2, and 2 for 1. Alright, God, that's 4 times as much efficiency, basically. And 20 fluid versus 20 fluid. Same fluids, heaps more efficient. Wow, okay, that's... Now, I feel stupid. So we're suddenly going to spit out 2 science all of a sudden, and then science is going to rocket away. Okay, that's good. Fluids are still going to have to move. That's just the nature of it. But it's not helped by all the spaghetti and this lot, which we... And maybe I'll work on this lot of plumbing before, and then go to the surface, and we'll just let all of that stuff drain away to a degree, as best we can. Okay, so that would be that. Do they need to probably do a little post merger? So you can see how this is going to work. This is going to be really cool. Like, we can easily jam in potentially like we can potentially just do this. Well, okay, not really, but potentially. No, is it? Does it actually center? I don't think it does. No, that we can't. We'd have more gaps maybe, but no, well, it's fine. Like, we can definitely plan for. Yeah, come here. Bonk, 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 bonk. Pretty. Yeah, drones do the rest. Make it nice. Make it better for me. Yeah, come here. I feel like this is... do we just want to move everything over so we can build like an even bigger bus later on? Like, would that be sensible? Like, to do... like, move it over by... like, it's not centered either way. It probably would be, hate to say it, but at least it's my drone's problem and no one else's. That, yeah, there's some other good reasons to do that. It's probably going to make fluid work a lot easier, and so much of space exploration is fluid related. Yeah, what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sure. And that way we can, if we really need to, fit in a whole extra row, or even 2, potentially, but definitely 1. Oh, I did the wrong. Okay, fine. Fine. Alright, cool. Those looking pretty sweet. So we have data cards, copper, and red chips. We need to now set up those stations back on the planet. And to check on solar, I think. I do want to get a bit of a think to how far we are going with... oh, good. It just does sneak in there too. Forgot about the pipes. And yeah, I want to think how far we're going with power for the solar storm, because the next solar storm lands on this system, on the orbit, which is definitely a little cheeky if you ask me, developers. So low there still. How are we looking at here? Oh wow, basically done. Do we want to just extend that? Kind of think maybe we do. Like, it's kind of cute. So it's from there to there, and it is. Oh, why is it? Really? Come on, what's? It's no. That's all the same. Why is it not happy about tiling? I don't know. We'll just pretend it is. Do it this way. Alright. Oh, you're definitely in the wrong place, you guys. So stop being so useless. Get yourselves sorted. And do that. Okay. Yep, they're happy. Happy. Oh, still empty space here? Oh, more empty space. Fine. Oh, my drones are catching it. Good. Good, lads. You know exactly how to keep me happy. That didn't sound creepy at all. And... oh, we got actually out. Okay, cool. Well, we can go pick up this stuff. So I'm hoping that I never have to use this corner. Because, I mean, I guess what I could have done, to be fair, is build like a long kind of spit causeway, run power on it, and then just build a huge solar array miles away where it's never going to get in the way. That might be the next step after this lot is finished. I'm going to clean this as well because it looks ugly to me. And so does all of this. And there should actually there's quite a lot of room down here. That's fine. Ugh, come here. Where's my power? There it is. And there it is. Okay, cool. This is coming along. I mean, if worst comes to worst, I can just tell the drones to pick up the whole thing and move it to somewhere more convenient once it's laid out. It sort of bugs me that I haven't managed to build a really coherently repeated pattern. It's a little bit random, but it is what it is. Might fix that sometime. Might fix it off here. Because I could then just do something like this. Now I know the ratios are not there, but it's the only reason to have these accumulators is to provide the buffer that I need for, or I think I might need for the defense system. And I'm just taking a stab at what that would be. So actually, you know what? I am going to do that. I'm just going to tear all of this out, go away, and what we're going to do is this. Take all of this, except for the very bottom part, just plaster it on top. One of them, and you know, I'd quite like another one, but we're just gonna pretend that space exists. And do you guys have the capacity to reach up there? Yeah, you do. Good on you. And my drones can have a little hop too. There they go. Look at them, my minions. So what is happening on the surface while they do that? Okay, you're actually loading up with all the useful stuff that we don't currently ship, which is good. This will need such a rework. I'm just so kicking myself about that one. And the data cards are down here. But to be honest, I could easily put in the fuel import here, fuel conversion, and get rockets up, a couple of rockets here. I could pick up that whole life support facility and just jam it somewhere else. I'm using this system less and less, my special projects area, because there's more and more places that are already doing special projects for me, or becoming a mall, like here. So I could use this area coherently as a launch area, which seems like a good idea. This is full-ish of copper. It's limited by these. I'm just going to make it fill it up, and then we're going to send it to where we want to go once we take the other stuff out of it. Yeah, I mean, that's not crazy. So that's, yeah, I don't think it's crazy anyway. Someone tell me. Okay. Oh, that's a decent amount of power. That's cool. What are we looking at? 666, it's got to be good. And 765 megajoules. I don't know how much we had on the surface. We had absolutely tons. And we never came close to using it all. Oh, that's why those aren't there. Because they don't tile in that way. Come here. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Do a few more. You going to? No? No? We're out? Okay, fine. Good. Oh, yeah. We're just forcing all of this, just so much materials into the system. Let's dump all those solar panels in a box as well. I think we will need them eventually. You can, oh, we'll take the insights and science with us. Drop them into actual machines. Since we've collected some. Take that. You take that. Why isn't science being made? Like, let's watch the science come out. It has been made. Oh, it needs science pack. Science pack 1. Science pack 2. Alright, so okay, yeah, good. Okay, so somewhere out there we actually have this big pile that's going to burn through because it has been producing. There it goes. And pop up. Out come 2. And they're going to get used up. Oh, another one. 4. 2. It has need for... Really? What is it? Cold... Why are you so short on cold thermofluid? Why is life so bad for the thermofluid peoples? It's just flickery and rubbish the whole way. Oh. Thermofluids. Alright, wow, that was quick. I guess that makes a lot of sense. So we can now research the... Oh, more science to figure out. Right. Okay, whatevs. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Don't know if I want to know. We're not producing... Okay, well, that was quick. Astronomic Science 2 is what we have to research. Allows technologies relating to space travel and interplanetary logistics. Oh, that's just rocket science? I never paid attention to it. Energy science. We want to work on that, I think, before we get into rocket science 2. And likewise, iridium processing. Okay. You lot. What the heck is going on? Why are you so bad? There's 7,500 in there. Are you just slow? Is it just not... Like, this is just doing my head in. Like, how many of these do I have to jam in a row for you lot to keep up? Like, really? Why? See, look, it's full here, and then it... What is the recipe? It takes 50 and produces 49. Okay, so energy science. Wow, there you go. Thermal radiator 2 would be catnip. Radiates away excess heat from overheated thermofluid. Okay, those are all crazy pants technologies. Yes, like, you're going to take forever, but sure, whatever. If you even can be completed. This is just... It's just 50 at a time, and it's slow, and we don't have beacons, right? Which is what we need the energy science for, actually. Space beacons. Can this keep up? Because we are sucking some of this out as well. Like, there's a real demand on both these fluids. They do come all back in the top. I could get one more in over here. Okay, let's see if we can... Oh, we have a request on, so we'll just ask this guy to make it. You, go look at the recipe. Can you please make one of those for us? Cheers, ears. So recipe time. We've got a gravimetrics facility. Don't know what that does, we'll find out. And an X-ray telescope, so we know what that does. That's part of making the new science types for us. Well, the new insight. So broad astronomic insight. So a normal catalog. Oh my god. A normal catalog with the broad catalog produces... Oh, it actually produces the same thing. So it... okay, so... Okay, let's go through this slowly. So astronomic catalog produces... Yep, so this is the astronomic insight from catalogs. 222 comes out. If you combine them, you get a lot more astronomic insight. So you can make a broad catalog, and you also need supercooled thermofluid. So that's the extra thermofluid. And you can make a broad astronomic. Okay, so you can take the new types of... Okay, so you take the new observational data out of the new facilities. You combine that to make a broad catalog. You put the broad catalog and a normal catalog in a machine, and you get more insight. And then using that insight, you make the usual astronomic simulation out of insight. Now, energy science. Holmium. Wow, that's one recipe. That's it. We've got to find holmium. Significant data, energy catalog, and energy insight. Energy catalog, energy. So that's the energy catalog. That's the energy insight. And these require electromagnetics, laser, and radiation facilities, and electromagnetics. And they produce cards and steam stuff and uranium. Got to ship uranium up here. I suppose we could start doing that. We got how much? 235 as well. So we're going to have to make sure the processing down on the planet is much cleaner, because it's a mess right now. Conductivity data, holmium again. And so that's just holmium, and that's more holmium. So what the heck is holmium? Oh, so much. Just go away, new things. I have a hard enough time doing old things. Holmium. There you go. Holmium is made out of holmium ingot. Holmium ingot is made out of holmium powder. Holmium powder is made out of washed holmium. Cation ion exchanging beads and water. Holmium powder is made out of crushed holmium. No, crushed holmiite. Washed holmiite. Washed is made out of crushed. Crushed is made out of holmanite. Okay, what are those things? Plastic, vulcanite, sulfuric acid, and steam. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's a thing. My brain hurts. Someone save me. Okay, turn that off. That's... yeah. Don't know what to do about that just yet. Probably even do that many of you. And speed. Can we turn the corner on cooling this liquid down? There's just so much of it lying around there. It's full. Like, it clearly needs to be the second radiator, but I can't get to the second radiator at this rate if we can't cool down more of this fluid. So, what do? Jam in another radiator. Like, I think we can tear most of these out later. Yeah. Okay. We actually almost have a surplus, which is keeping these guys ticking. Maybe. Just might happen. Alright, chuck the frames in. Where are we going to find Holmanite stuff? Right. Planetary Observer. Where are you? Oh, actually that one would be... Agni would be perfect. So it's the moon of Agni. No, it's a planet of Agni. And it has vulcanite and holmanite. We need that. It's waterless, so we would have to go and send water and do condensers that retain the water. But that we can cannon water there. And the best part of it is zero threat. So we don't have to worry about defenses and more solar panels. I think we're going to have to send a mission to Agni and colonize our first off-world world. Because the rest of them... I don't know. Like, the world of Snick. Oh, the moon under the world of Snick. I mean, you know, I guess it's fine. But it's also, I think, further away. So Delta V is 4,200. So that's the amount of energy it takes to get there. Actually, not too much difference, but never mind. The rest of the worlds, I think, look terrible. I don't like the look of them yet. So, colony is going to be in order. This is still just draining. It's draining me mentally and physically. Yeah, we'll just... if we go stand next to the box with our full inventory, will it do us a favor and offload it? Nah, of course not. That would be crazy. It is quicker if we help, though. Those are fine. Actually, I should check the surface because I suspect that all of the things are ready to fly now. Are you ready? Oh, you should be... oh, you're not sounding an alarm. You're supposed to fly automatically. That's right. And you are not full. A little bit low on some of these things, but other than that, you're fine. Oh, green circuits. Okay. I think what I'll actually do is... will I ride this to the surface? Yeah, I want to get those data... actually, I can just put out my own. I can save the resources. I mean, not that I've ever worried that much about that, but why not live the ecological dream? Save the resources and chuck them all in here. That, in case you don't know, is drones crashing into stuff. Let's jump in. Head to the surface. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Oh, look, the drone's following me. Poor little buggers. Okay, cool. Get rid of that. And pick up that. And get rid of that. Alright, cool. So, logistics, you can do your business. So they'll take those up there. That's fine. Cannons are firing. Alright, so this whole mess needs to be destroyed. Broadly speaking, no, it just needs to, yeah, that can all just go. Go up to maybe there. Yeah, just get out of here. Do I still want to control for? I kind of do. Like this whole don't load before you need to. Yeah, I do actually quite like that. If we put that in, and I can't see. This is the... Okay, it's connected. I can mouse over and look on the right. $99 million. It doesn't make much of a difference. Take this stuff out. That's going to load. No, I don't... Okay, that was a mistake, and I should have thought ahead. Okay, that's just going to have to stay there for now. So this is all very silly. How am I possibly going to clean this up? Actually, I should have made this maybe. No, I do want to keep the stuff clean and in the right place. This also... Oops. This is backlogged, which actually is probably fine. Oh, was that other one full? I don't know. So at some point, I need to delete all of this. Oh, might as well just do this. Yeah, just take it all out. Eat it all. Okay, game. Alright, fine. Stick it all in there. Stick the solar panels in. Okay, cool. Take out... Oh my god. So we do now have a copper rocket, and I can just send that as a single cargo ship to the surface of the space station, and I can set it so that it always travels whenever the station part's empty, which makes me think maybe we should build a buffer just to keep it nice and clean. But it's not the end of the world. Yes. Why do I want it to keep... It's weird. It's continuing to take stuff out. One click and then all the others. See? I thought a control click did it all, but I guess not. Good to remember. Yeah, all of them. And all of those. Alright, so that box is almost ready. We're almost ready with our copper rocket. No, not that. Go away. That. Yep. There's just so much of this resource. Okay, cool. Alright, so this is all dying and being deleted. Yeah. And it will go... Oh, there we go. Let's grab those while we can. Okay, that seems like it was kind of poorly done by me, but never mind. So, kind of would like to balance these. Oh, actually, what I can do is even out that, so they'll start unloading. You know what? Maybe you in general should not. You should request a little bit less. Maybe 74 minus 74,000. I think that extra 73,000. That might just mean the train drains, even when it's being a little bit unloaded unevenly. No, I want you now to go to copper. And I will have you basically a launch. I'm going to perhaps wait. That would be stupid if I just sent it now. Okay, so we know it's ready, which is grand. Likewise, this one here is... Do we want to do the same thing? I kind of do. Buffering it. This is in the way, of course. And also I didn't put that in the right place. Fine. Actually, to be fair... Oh no, that's fine. These don't need to be those. They just need to be stacked. And this box just needs to fill with red. However, what is powering them? I think this. I do want to do the turn off trick. So what we'll do is set that up now. So we put in a power pylon and a power pylon and a power pylon. We get rid of these cables. Don't want. And don't want. These are on their own little network. And they're going to have a power switch, which we will put here. Look at it, like it's the world's most ridiculously large power switch. This power switch connects to that side, this one to that side, and then we're going to green wire this to here. So when the rocket is in a condition, which this signal is of being there, as in 1, the power goes on. So the rocket's there, power goes on. We've already got the condition set up to load a capsule. Except this is a stupid idea because that's a fuel cart. Yeah. Tiny pirate. That's, yeah, just sometimes myself. Very silly. So, just gonna sneeze. So I've forgotten, these two rockets actually do serve a purpose. Up in space, you know, we build these rockets and we build them out of parts we ship up, which, you know, pretty full. So I don't need to do anything. In fact, what I can do is launch on cargo full, and it says cargo launch delayed. Likewise, this one, cargo section landing pad, fuel section landing pad, launch on full cargo, launch on cargo full, and launch is delayed because it's overwritten. So this whole system here just needs to be torn out, which is a pain. But that is the way of it. You think you're very clever, you build cool systems, and then you find out that you're not actually that clever. But that's part of the fun of Factorio, right? It's just this never-ending optimization. And every time you think you've got something going, the factory must grow, it must get bigger, something else is required. So this is all working. That's loading up redonkulously largely. This is draining fairly, 4.2k. Yeah, that's going to drain fully. That's just going to fill up to some insane amount. And then this rocket is ready to go. So that's good. This is all drained. Wow, excellent. You are now a... No, not one of them. You are now a provider chest. Congratulations. I think you already were a provider chest. Extra congratulations to you. Welcome and well done. Yeah, tear this out. This was all a bad decision, poorly executed. And I really want more of that holmium plate. That wasn't holmium. That was the iridium, wasn't it? All right. Phew. So down here could be a rocket building facility. I am a little... Well, you know what? We could help this system along a lot by simply giving it its own little stockpile. 100,000 stockpiled fuel. Oh, I need more of you. Let's copy... No, let's copy you. Gimme. Copy this. There we go. Someone go build that. I'm all on my space suit stuff. So now you're going to fill at what rate? Actually pretty quick. To be fair, you're beaconed. But even so, that's not too shabby at all. Yeah, I think we can do that. I think we can just use this facility and pipe stuff over here. Which means all we need over here are the rocket parts and a silo. And we're actually... we can build our second stuff ready to go. Which is good. Which is really good. And in the future, of course, city blocks in space. Oh, there we go. The rocket is ready to launch. I tried to choose the most innocuous sound, but it's still pretty loud. Navis landing. No. Actually, let's check. What are you called? Navis Orbit Landing Pad. Navis Orbit Landing Pads. There's 3 of them. Okay, we better make sure we send it to the right one or we're going to end up Navis Orbit General. Let's call this General. General Supplies. Okay. General. Okay. Whew. Shut up, alarm. I will possibly just set it to auto launch. Launch from cargo full. Yeah, let's do it. Leave it there. It can just do its own thing. You're fine. You're fine. You need to... oh, what do we need for this? This settings. These settings here. This is one of them. We'll copy it and paste it there. No, that's fuel. We don't want you. We want the... not that. What am I saying? We want the one up here. This one. With the components for the rockets. That's what we want. Copy it. Fly down here. Be chased by drones. And paste. Okay, great. Great. I am confident that nothing will go wrong now. Drones are still crashing, and I think there's some natural attrition, and it's not the fault of, like, we haven't got enough safety protocols. I'm pretty sure we're safe. 3,000, that's 4,000. Yeah, I'm pretty sure within limits of the safety here. Okay, good. Thinking. Rocket facility. Do we want to buffer these things at all? Pondering. The buffering never seems to help that much compared to just having empty silos. And empty... Okay, it's kind of weird how that flows. I guess that's fine. So we sort of best practice is probably to do these, to be fair. 4x4 balancer. I mean, it just makes life, it just makes things a bit more reliable. So, got that. We need fuel to be brought in, which we will do from over there, which can come in top or bottom. So we can probably go like this, and I think that'll do. Always nervous putting down the thing for the first time, because you just don't know. Am I going to have to move it one tile in the future? And if you do, then it's like sadness, right? We want you to be powered only when the rocket has the parts in it, and we want you guys to go in only when the rocket has less than 100. So we will do that via some logic. Yeah. Oh, I can't even easily ride this rocket anymore. I've got in the way of the entrance. So, you, when the rocket parts are less than 99, You're active. Yeah. Is that good? Yes, that will work. That's fine. We will bring in the fuel. I think we will bring in the fuel now. And while we're here, we will copy the capsule logic and capsule thing. Yeah, copy that. Needs a capsule. Don't know why. We're not going anywhere with it ourselves. But it's just the rules. I don't make the rules. I'm just here to enforce good behavior. Jam it in there. Do that to that. So when the capsule is less than 1, stick 1 in and always have 1 in there. That is actually, you know what? We're unlikely to need more than that. That's fine. So you're good. And now what we'll do is you just have to fill the shit out of this. But we only want you to do that when the system is happy for you to do that. So we'll need a power switch. When the rocket is built, that's when we want you to do that. So over here... No. Get rid of the copper wire. That to that, that to that, and that to that. So when the rocket equals... If I was smart, I'd tidy this up so that I could just clone it. When the rocket equals 1, as in it's built, you may load. And then the power turns on. And then that'll be happy, that'll be happy. Capsule will go in, fills it up, and this one, again, we won't tell it where to go just yet. We'll just let it... Oh. Come on. No? Okay, game. There we go. That's that one. Alright, well, that's going to start. You need your own power link from... Maybe even just down here. Might just pop you down here. I really want those wide area pylons. Okay, filling. Is it going to overfill it? I mean, if it overfills it a couple of modules, I don't really care. Actually, no. Weirdly enough, it didn't. Not at all. That's impressive. So that's going in. Fuel will need to be piped out. Do we jam it? Oh, give me some fuel lines. Okay, let's... Oh, it doesn't have a capsule yet, so it's not yet ready. So, okay, do we even produce space capsules? Or do I have a monopoly on them in my inventory? It seems like I do, but I'm not sure I should. I have a feeling that someone should be making them for us. Recycling things, no. Cannons. Oh, there they go. Let's just have one available at all times. Good. Alright, so now that it's filling, this stuff's going to load, which is good. It doesn't seem that quick, does it? Nah, it's fine. We're not going to need like 100,000 of these every minute or anything. Do I have pipes? Yeah, I do. Good on you. Good on you, little minions. So for this case, we will want to push the materials out, or we're going to be here forever. Stop walking into poles. Oof, that was a little close on the train going past. Now, I think that's the entry point. There's a little bit tricky on some of them to spot. Alright, cool. We'll find out when we plug it in. Is it loading? It is. Cool. And that's loading at like peak. Push the fuel through. Wow. Is it? Why aren't you pushing harder? Right, it's alright, fine. I guess it's not. It's doing its best. Shouldn't harass it. Yeah, okay. It's getting there. It just seems to really drop off on pressure around here. I mean, do I need to put another pump on it? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do that. Oh, cool. We've drained the system of scrap. That's fine. Alright, whatevs. Okay, that did nothing, but fine, sure. And pretty, oh, I mean, it's basically ready, so now it's just a matter of loading. We're not low on... Oh, no. Okay, power usage has gone up a bit. Still 534 megawatts. It must be a... must be what it's due. So, that's another rocket done. Could we... I think we actually could. We could put in a station over here. So, we've got copper. We do need red. We already have so much red stuff up here. Seems a shame. On the other hand, this is like next to useless and I don't want to tear out everything else right now. So we'll just go and jam all of that red stuff back in the network. And I will just reset the master grid so that we put the little signal back in. Okay. And indeed we could just about jam it right next to this one. To a degree, right? Unloading left. Yes. Do it all over again. What we just did, but more of it. Fly, fly, fly. Red. There must be so many high-end circuits trapped in our system somewhere in our lockbox by now. And minus, we're just going to make it a 1, 2, 3, 4. Just see if that'll help prevent backlogs. And get rid of the rock. Do we balance it? Yes, we do. I think we need to always do that from now on. I think that has to be the golden rule. I've just had too many instances where it's not working well. Do I switch over to my other... I probably do. Do I have a launch pad? I do. I can do this part at least. So we'll get this in. Yeah. Yes, we'll do exactly the same process here. And yeah, no, that's fine. We will actually copy this. Like, oh yeah, just do it exactly. Wham. And then, yeah, this is going to be cool. And this is probably the future of setting stuff up. Like, we're just going to have to expand it around our base, various launch facilities. Where is that copper cable? There it is. No. That looks a bit weird because the angle's around the wrong way, but that's fine. And if rocket 1 go, that's for go, and fuel. There you go, that's the entrance there. Get the right one. So yeah, I mean, it seems to me quite likely we could end up with just silos that are just all over the show, like this, ready to go, popping rockets in, pissing about. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. Oh, we are going to have to expand this. So yeah, it is time to do a little switcheroo on our logistics. Delete that. Yes. Come up here. Oh, look. Why are you behaving weirdly? Train turned up. How much have you got on you? 16,000. You know what? I know where you can go, so I'm going to send you there manually, and that's the train station. Okay, no, so everybody's going, okay. What the... Oh, because you're delayed. You've delayed everyone else. Okay, you know what? Just go straight back to the depot. Let the depot clear you out. That'll clear that, that'll clear that, that'll clear that, that'll move in. That's not insane. Then you can come round to, what are you called even? Stop. Sir Frank, what does it face? So, manual. That's a lot of stations. So Frank Henrik. Yeah, let's see if that works. Oh, come here. So that should be this station down here at least. Here it comes. Yeah. Alright, and no one's building diddly around here, so you're just going to have to wait. Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, we need to just change our gear so we can get the station built. So that goes to there. Bop. And we will make sure to save this current as thruster suit. And then load power armor. Yeah, and hopefully drones are around. They're going to be picking up that other guy's 16,000 red ships, though. What are you like? Okay, just cranking away. Fine. That's good, I guess. So you're good. This is built, and this will be the third one. As soon as I can get myself some blue. I can at least copy all of this as it stands now and just stick it. Yeah, okay, I know you guys are getting smashed into the doors. Yes, that seems good. You only go in when there's that. Cool. So, actually, we want to split this, which is a bit embarrassing. Because these components are so massive. Yeah, they're so massive. Actually, what I can do at least is just jam them straight into there. And I think I can get away with cutting off here. And, oh god, there's just so much. Oh, you're just going to keep stuffing my inventory, aren't you, drones? Almost done already. And almost done already. No, not that. I want that. I have to take you back. Oh, what are we going to have to do? We're going to have to put another provider chest around here somewhere. Yeah, you'll be handy there, won't you? Oh man, there's just so much of this stuff. Look, it just spills all over the floor. I should just ask my drones to grab it, see if that helps. They're just going to fill my inventory up. Ah, go away. Get out of it. No, not all of it. What did I just put in? No, I did put in the stuff I wanted to. Just keep like one cargo section per square. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be pieces of a rocket. It's supposed to be pretty big. But yeah, that's pretty funny. And you lot. And you lot. I mean, one of the things I can do at least is potentially just jam a chest in here somewhere and just tell it to... Yeah, look, here comes all the stuff. Tell it to load up all the spare red chips, you know, into this part of the network. Are you empty? Yes, you are. So, yay, we can put you on depot. Back to depot. Get you back in the system. Okay. Cool. Do I have... Yes, I do. Alright, cool. That works. Is that space bait? I've used space belt. Ah. That's a bit expensive for this job. Alright. Alright, cool. That all works. That's good. I am going to put in one request chest like that. That seems a bit lame. I am going to put in a request chest. I'm going to put in 2 and just tell them to take like 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 red stuff and just shove it into the system and get rid of it. Do a bit of that. This means that only one side of the system, okay, so only one side will unload, but it will report accurately. Yeah, I think that'll work. There's no point in us holding on to just so much red stuff. That's going to load that. We need a 4 to 8 splitter balancer. 4 to 8. Full throughput. Yeah, why not? Oof. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay. We still have some on the ground. In fact, we don't need full 100% throughput. I think the other one will be fine. It's a bit shorter as well. So 4 to 8 balancer. Okay. Oh, so I was asked about the hotkeys and stuff that I use, which is a great topic. So, first of all, if I want to copy anything, I press the Q key. That is quite possibly amazing rocket science, and I completely love it. I couldn't live without it. No, over 2 more. Now Control X, which is what I just did, picks stuff up, or selects it to pick it up. Are you guys? Connected. Yeah, so Control X picks stuff up, and we just replace these belts. Did it actually replace it? It did not. Oh my god. I can pick up the underlying belt, but I can't take any of these stuff into my inventory. Express. Yeah, so there's just going to be a whole bunch of stuff left on the ground, and I will tell my drones to collect it broadly. Yeah, okay, well, why would you bring it to my inventory, you mumpets? Oh, you don't. Just stop. No. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, Q selects. Control C, Control V, just like in any other like application. Works really great. Oh, we tore out the power, didn't we? So, yeah, we'll do it. That works there. And the only other thing to do is... no. Oh, no. No. Okay. Okay, there we go. You go here. Like, I can't pick anything up, so I can't even roll over it with my mouse if I'm not careful, right? I'll get it messed up horribly. And, like, that. Almost as good as I bought one. Yeah, you're being a bit weird. Why are you not happy with the power? Oh, because we need to be there. Okay, so what are you doing? Yeah, my inventory's full. I get it. I completely understand. It's full of the stuff you guys keep bringing me, and there's way too much of it. Okay, when are you going to stop? Okay, good. Happy times. So those are working, those are working, those are fine, those are fine. They're ready to go, so we can just tell them to go when we want. So you as the red circuit will go to Navis Orbit red chips. You as the data cards will go to Navis Orbit data cards. And look, almost all full. That'll keep the station really busy for ages. The next ones I need to build are actually going to be coal and some other kind of rocket as well. Why are you still here? You have nothing in you. Probably because I sent you here. Yes. Oh God, something stuck up around the corner. There's no, oh, the station's still there and we've loaded up with 1 million chips. Why would you do this to me, game? Okay, you just go and, yeah, mess things up somewhere else. Yes, go away. It's just going to overload the depots with vast amounts of red chips. But at least we're trying to clear some of them out. Just look. Okay. I think I just want to leave this planet for someone else to worry about. Almost. Could we jam in more movers? Nah, it's fine. They're not quite loading up as fast as I thought, but it's not too bad. All right, so take some of this red stuff, yeah, and get all of this junk out of my inventory, please. Wow, I'm just completely full, aren't I? It's time to switch back over to the other logistics thing. Thruster suit, yes, change over. But I can't get anything out because my inventory's full, so yeah. No, we want to keep that. Get rid of that. Get rid of the splitters. No. Pipes, go. Pipes. We don't need pipes. We don't need rails. We don't need them. Pretty sure we don't need concrete and bricks or landfill or waterfill in space. Don't need those. What? I think we need that. Why do you think we... Oh, we got 200 already. Oh, fair enough. Need some of this, but I guess not as many. What do we... Oh, we don't need logistics robots, no. Oh, we fill this? Certainly have. Just give it a whole other one. In theory, it's not too much work for them to get it out, because only one per drone. They just drone. They just have to bother doing it. So, these are really solid. That's good. That's the things done to produce chips. This is like an insane amount of work just to produce one item we want for science. In fact, I think, to be fair, we probably want it for a lot of things. So I should probably try and amplify the production in general. Yeah, actually, that's a really good thought of mine in my head. Good thinking in my head. But I think we're going to... Oh, here we go. He's taken off. What are you even full of, bro? Who knows? Why are you here? You've got 3,000 left. You'd have only come with 4,000. What do you think you've got now? Minus 14k. Oh, it's just not... I'm going to have to off-screen balance this because it's holding up multiple trains now. Because it's not balancing, so it's not unloading evenly due to this kind of crazy nonsense. So it's pulling more from the back carriage than the front. Net result is the back unloads first, everything else fills up, everything is waiting for this to unload, so the train unloading stalls. So that sucks. Oh god, it's still trying to fill my inventory up. Stop it. I think we should look at space and then just leave things alone for a bit. Okay, so we have, let's have a look what's going on up there. So this bad boy's in. Some data cards and stuff are being made. Oh, this is actually starting to drain out, which is awesome. Are we confident that this works? Wow. The thermofluid is actually caught up, so this is doing the trick. It's fine. That's a little low. This is working on it, though. Working on it pretty well. So I'm confident we'll see that stuff back up. All of these are happy. Oh, this has to change recipes now because we're back to the rubbish science recipe. Yeah, back to that one. Sad times. But we do have an enormous backlog, so we might actually catch up a little. Why is it... What's it dropped? Oh, well, I trust the drones to figure it out. Yeah, we'll put all of the logic requests in there and requests from buffer chest in case there's any lying around. We'll sweep them up that way. So you're happy. Liquids, yeah, that's great. The pipes are, yeah, wow. That's what you want. The warm thermofluid returning, trickling in, all the others bursting. Okay, so look, I reckon it's time to turn on the bus. Where's something I can copy? You can actually build from space. It's pretty sweet. I wish you were more lined up. That'd be nice. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, if it actually did that? But never mind. So we have cargo landing pad, data cards, red chips, copper. I think we send them all off all at the same time, but we need that to be built. Oh, here comes a dude building that. That's looking fine. Nice little rock over here. It's got a bit of ore. Free real estate, as they say. Okay, that's good. Let us just send it. Okay, so from now on, launch on cargo full. That's one. Oh, now the rocket's leaving, so you can hear the beep, beep, beep. So as soon as there's a zero signal on the rocket, it basically fires an alarm. I should do that for all of them, shouldn't I? That one going, that one going, that one going. It's not full yet, so it won't go. And down comes the rocket. Oh, I've got to do the filtering. Forgot. Oh, that's weird. They're the wrong way around. That's okay. I will have to go and grab all of these parts out because I forgot to filter them into some of the chests that pushes them off to the side. But that's okay. That's kind of working. There we go. So that'll be our bus. And look how quickly it fills. Absolute just whomp. It is loaded. It would be better if it's like... Oh, that doesn't make any sense. I should do a 4-to-2 balancer. Maybe I have to move these back a touch, but that's okay. It's looking pretty sweet. So that's going to be the plan. Bus, feed into these guys over here. One of these in its own kind of row. I'm hoping one of these in its own kind of row, doubling up all of this piping up this way. Might do some of that offline. Because look, there's a whole bunch of just sitting around waiting on some of these things. But the good news is that's all backed up. The science is tickling along. What? Why are you... Oh. The broken data cards are backed up. Why? They're backed up. You what? Oh, because I took away their... Okay, Tiny Pirate. Like, that was dumb. Alright, someone do that so we can produce science again. That'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? Yeah, so it's chewing through the data cards, going to chuck them in there, then they're going to get recycled. And happy times. Okay, cool. So you can actually make science again. Chill, machine. Why are you not chill? Okay, we got some coming in from over here first as a priority. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, and is there a massive backlog here? No. It's just going to take one from each. Okay, cool. So these are kind of, yeah. Okay, oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Like, we're so close to producing. Wow. Yeah, it's not going to take any more in, but we've got heaps of everything and science in there. So yeah, we should be able to produce a bit more science. I want those thermal radiators. See what they do. See if they unlock anything cool for us. But I think for now that's probably enough. Look, we've produced, I think this is just fantastic. We've got the start of a rocket bus, and we can really just take this as far as we like. And is that, oh, I'm not going to go any further, explore too much space, but we can go really long as far as we want around. I'm actually probably going to explore a lot of space when closer to the time when the coronal mass ejection hits orbit, because maybe I'll be able to keep it away from the station. I don't know how that logic works. We shall see. But yeah, the only other thing to do actually is to copy these and put them in the vicinity. We would, I would hate life if we lost these. Yeah, that'd be sad. So I think for now it's probably time to wish you all adieu and to say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this has been interesting. Other keys. So yeah, other keys. R for rotate. Q to choose the thing you want. Control A, Control C, Control V, all the usual window shortcuts. And yeah, if you are Control C'ing, if you shift and then mouse wheel, you'll Control V'ing to paste. If you shift and mouse wheel, you'll actually scroll through different things that you've previously pasted, even across saves as the saves go back, which I think is just fantastic. So yeah, should get some ammo in those. But yeah, it's really good, nice system. So very smartly put together. Have we cleared the backlog a bit? Yeah, no, apparently not. Who knows? 40 whatevs. Stupid thing. So I'm sure that'll get there in the end. Until next time, I've been Tony Pirate. Thanks for watching as we mastered kind of the first of the sciences. Yeah. Good night.